By the time the sun rises in any city, venture builder and global entrepreneur Jess Ma finds herself in, she is already in motion. In the early hours of the morning, Ma will be on calls or going on a hike or thinking about the best way to connect with her team, an investor or someone new. She also treats everyone on the team like friends. Some employees or even investors have stayed in the company's hacker house for weeks or even months at a time. I want to co-create with the people I work with, and that doesn't just mean sitting in a boring office but going on cool trips or doing something fun together, Jessica Ma shared when we sat down to profile her life, career, and vision for the future. I've noticed it's during that time that we get our best ideas. Jess Ma is a trailblazer who builds companies her own way. Ma, 35, is not your conventional CEO. She doesn't pretend to be either. After stepping down from Indenera, the financial software company she founded as a teenager, Ma decided it was time to build something with her DNA embedded into every part of it. The result was MaWay, a takeoff of My Way, a venture builder with a deeply personal mission. Instead of chasing unicorns and scale at all costs metrics, MaWay focuses on creating companies that are intentional, experimental, and reflective of the people who create them. Ma's path to entrepreneurial icon wasn't paved with the glossy highlights typical of Silicon Valley's elite. She launched her first six-figure business while still in middle school, assembling high-end gaming computers for classmates and local kids. Her fascination with technology and what it could empower people to do only deepened from there. She studied computer science at the University of California, Berkeley, and became the youngest woman ever accepted into Y Combinator at the time. Her accolades include recognition from being on the cover of Inc. magazine and a coveted spot on Forbes's 30 Under 30 list. Despite the resume, Ma doesn't posture. If anything, she prefers to talk about her mistakes. I wasn't a great manager and CEO, Jess Ma admitted, referring to her years leading Indenera. We scaled fast, but I learned the hard way that just because you're the founder doesn't mean you're the right person to lead forever. That lesson fueled Ma's decision to step down as CEO of Indenera in 2021 and create something new, something special in her eyes. Jess Ma. We get our best ideas when we're not in a traditional setting. MaWay is not a venture capital firm, nor a typical startup accelerator. It's a venture creation company that co-founds businesses from the ground up across sectors such as fintech and legal tech and healthcare. The model embraces failure as part of the formula. Less than half of the incubated ventures will survive, but those that do are built to last. We shut down ideas fast if they're not working, Ma said. But when we find something that clicks, we go all in. What sets MaWay apart is not just its approach to building companies, it's the culture behind it. I've noticed we get our best ideas when we're not in a traditional setting, Ma said. Potential business partners and I are brainstorming by the pool, we're making connections on hikes, and suddenly someone says something that changes everything. Ma also fosters unconventional investor relationships. Business conversations unfold over street food or coffee in South America. Partnerships are forged not through formal decks, but through shared experiences. I want to co-create with other unconventional and bold builders who believe in enjoying the journey and not just the destination, Ma said. Not just in meetings, but on trips, during dinners, in the middle of life. That's when the real collaboration happens. Jess Ma believes in leading with gratitude. Transparency isn't a buzzword for Ma. It's how she operates. She frequently talks about her own missteps, which has created a culture where team members feel empowered to admit what's not working and course correct. Ma believes in leading through vulnerability. I used to think good leadership was about having the answers, Ma said. Now I realize it's about asking the right questions and being honest about what you don't know. During the early days of the COVID-19 pandemic, Ma faced one of her most difficult chapters. Indenera was navigating customer losses, team layoffs, and internal chaos. In the middle of it all, her boyfriend passed away. Still, she showed up. There were people depending on me, customers, employees, investors, Ma said. I couldn't collapse, I had to keep going. That season taught her that resilience isn't about being unshaken. It's about continuing to build, even while grieving. It's about being grounded enough to admit when you need help, but strong enough to keep moving forward. At MaWay, she's taken those lessons and turned them into practice. Every Friday, the team hosts an internal kudos session. It's not mandatory, but it's become one of Ma's favorite rituals. Hearing people recognize one another for small acts of kindness or support, it changes the tone of the entire company, Ma said. Gratitude isn't a strategy, it's a way of being. Leadership is mentorship. Huawei publishes their internal playbooks publicly, sharing how they hire, build teams, and choose ideas to pursue. The goal is to democratize entrepreneurship. Ma believes more people should have access to tools that help them build companies without needing millions in funding. I don't want Huawei to be the only one doing this, Ma said. I want others to build their own because there's no single optimal way of doing things. Her leadership style is less about command and more about coaching. She sees herself as a mentor more than a manager. I ask my team about their personal goals, Ma said. If you want to buy a home or start a family or live abroad for a year, let's figure out how your work here supports that. When asked what excites her most about the future, Ma doesn't mention IPOs or valuations. She talks about building better cultures. I want to leave a legacy that shows you can build incredible companies without burning people out, she said. You can have a great career and a great personal life. Ma's lifestyle mirrors her philosophy. She splits time between San Francisco and New York, but often lives out of a suitcase, traveling with her puppy, meeting potential business partners and collaborators. Ma's vision isn't just to build successful businesses. It's to redefine how to build in a sustainably creative and fun way. When I'm on my deathbed, Ma said, I hope they say Jess helped me to do great things, encourage me to be unconventional, and be more me.